Hi, my name's Diane Neeson, and today I'm just going to do a few videos for you and select a few birds from UK and a little bit more Malay standard, just so you can see the difference and try my best to explain why I've put them together and what I think complements between the two birds. Right, this is the first tree I'm going to show you. This boy is bred by David Page. His comb could be better, as you can see he hasn't got the 5 points, but shape wise I think he's got a lovely nice high chest on him when he decides to stand up. He's also got a nice leg length so the wings aren't dragging on the ground. The reason I put him to these two girls was because they're a little bit short on the leg. And they've got some nice chests on both of them. I'd like them a little bit higher, so I'm hoping with his input we may get that with the youngsters. The tails are both nice, as you can see, the nice inverted V, so it should be going up that way, and then a nice fan. The comb is slightly a little bit too big on that one, but that doesn't really bother me too much. And colour wise, they could throw anything. This pairing, this boy is by Rixie. I bought him off of him, and this is a girl that I bred from Forks. I thought they would make a nice pairing because he's got a good length of leg. I'm trying to get him to stand up when you're trying to do a talk is not easy. The only thing I would slightly say with him, he's got slightly low tail carriage. But when she decides to stand up, she's got quite a nice tail carriage. So it will kind of balance them out, hopefully. The reasoning behind putting them together was because of the higher leg with him and the shorter leg with her. Hopefully that will correct itself. The tail carriage is nice on her, but he's slightly low. So hopefully we'll get that better. And the chest on him is higher than hers, so that was another thing I was also trying to correct if I could. And also it'd be nice if I had a Sarama that used its legs, which she doesn't like to. But that's my idea or possible thought behind this pair for breeding. I always try to use birds, so if something is long in the back, I'll put it to something that's short in the back. If it's the tail's not quite as fanned out as I like or not in the correct position, I'll put it to a bird that has got that. And it was the same when I bred dogs. I did exactly the same theory behind those, and it seemed to work, and it seems to be working in what I'm breeding now. Every year I tend to look at the birds that I'm breeding, and every year I try and think, right, what do I need to improve on? One year it was tails because I was breeding a lot of pinned tails. For those that don't know what a pinned tail is, it's a very narrow tail that goes up. It's not fanned out, and it should have an inverted V when you look at it from behind. Also, I had one year, I had quite a few combs that weren't coming through very well, so you had 2 teeth, I keep saying teeth, 2 points, rather than having the 5 points on a comb. Right, this pairing is Aries, who I bred myself. He is an Aramis grandson, and this is Sassy. Sassy is an Odin daughter, and as you can see, she's a proper little madam. I like this bird very much. She won Best of Breed in 2 of the virtual shows. I think she's a lovely shape, and the reason putting her to Aries was I thought they would complement each other. The only thing I don't like about him is his comb. As you can see there, he's got an extra point, but luckily it doesn't come through on his youngsters. These things you find out when you breed and you know your line. She's got a good length of leg. She's got a nice chest. As you can see, she's got a bit of a Malay tremor. Which he also had as a youngster. He doesn't seem to have it so much now, but he has got a lovely chest on him. nice and high. He's got a lovely tail, good length of leg. I'm hoping that these two are going to produce something rather special. Doesn't always happen. You can put them, the ugliest pair of birds together and you'll think you'll get something horrible, but you sometimes actually get better birds from a pairing that you thought would never produce anything good. It's all a bit of a lottery, but you can only do your best to try and bring your breeding up to standard. It's always a good idea to keep records of your lines, and when you're buying birds in, ask the breeders who are the birds from and what's their background, because at least then you can keep records, and then whichever way you want to go breed, so if you want to stay within the UK standard, you can breed birds to show within the UK standards, or if you want to particularly go more to a Malaysian kind of bird, then you can look back at lines and then see which birds that you might want to bring in to be able to do that. A lot of people have asked me how I get more extreme birds. To be honest, it's been a bit pot luck, because although I bought birds in from breeders like Marchand Palkowski, I've had birds via other people, which are John Banu lines, and they've produced me more Malay type birds. You don't breed that many of them. You probably breed, I don't know, maybe 8 a year, and those birds you tend to keep, and then you tend to put back to something else from a different line that's a little bit more Malay type. That's how I'm getting those birds, is by breeding them myself, and I get more satisfaction out of doing that. It might take years. It's taken me 9 years so far to be breeding Sarama, but from what I started with, which when you look back at old photos are awful birds, to how far I've come now, I'm quite pleased with the results. Right, this is a pair that I thought I'd show you. He's a false son, and she is a Xerxes daughter. When they stop covering me in sawdust. These I would class as my more Malay type birds. He has got a nice length of leg, and he does stand a little bit more extreme than some birds you would see. I like this type of bird. They're not like the ones that are being imported in there. They are bigger, as those ones are tiny little birds. But I bred these myself. They're not to everybody's taste. I like them because they're a little bit of a passion of mine. I can't show them at present because there aren't any classes that will be there for them to go into, but I'm hoping that that might change. We may get something, because they do like to show themselves off, and I mean, they're all Sarama at the end of the day. It's just they're different types, and like I say, they're like Marmite. You either love them or you hate them, and I think at present quite a lot of people like them. But I just thought I'd show you the difference between a sort of UK Malaysian bird and a more Malaysian type bird. I thought I'd just show you these two as well. This little hen is a Crixus and Sassy daughter. I like her because she's quite nice and upright, and I've paired her with him, who is a frozen, not frozen, why am I saying frozen? He's a Gandalf son, and I thought that they might complement each other because he can be a little bit squat. Why is it? You try and stand them up, but they always want to face the wall. He's, as you can see, more on the extreme side of things. But I'm hoping that I might get a balance between the two and produce something nice to show. I mean, it could go either way. I might get, go too extreme, in which case I couldn't show it, but then I can use it for future breeding. Or we might get a nice balance between the two and see what we get. She's a little bit long in the back, but she's got a cracking chest on her. She's got a good length of leg when she pulls up, which is basically when they stand up. And he's got the presence that I like for something to be going into a cage and being shown. So when you try and show them on a video and show the birds, they never want to perform, which is usual. But that's another pair you need to have a look at. And it just shows you the difference between what you can breed. I mean, all mine are from the same birds that I've used for breeding for the last couple of years. And it's amazing the amount of different types you can get. So don't always think just because you've got something in front of you that looks quite UK standard or something that looks quite extreme standard. It depends on what is behind those birds.